What's going on, guys? Volt here, and I'm bringing you a brand new car design tutorial. So, for this one, it's going to be the AI enemies that actually chase you during the import and export sale missions when you're in a solo public session trying to sell a car. The car itself is the Sultan RS. The RS version is the modified version over at Benny's. As you can tell by the interior, it's a pretty basic interior. No dash design, no pod taco dials or anything like that. The rims are a golden color and the outside is a blue, but again, I will get more into that into the designing part of the video. Pretty basic outside. No, doesn't look like it doesn't have any body kits like bumpers or skirts or anything. The interior looks pretty basic except for the possible red seat cushions, the seats and the door panels on the side over there you can see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's a very basic car. I think it's fairly cheap as well. Like I said, I'll get more than that in the video. And yeah, we'll get right into that right now. So I'll see you over at Benny's. Alright guys, we're back at Benny's. And as you can see, the Sultan RS in all its beauty and all its glory. Now, if I do recommend one thing about this video, it is if you do ever buy a Benny's vehicle, make sure you purchase it from the Benny's Original Motorworks website. Okay, so you go in here, you purchase it, you'll spend $12,000 on the Sultan, okay, and you'll have it delivered to your garage. Now, the only thing is, if you sell it from buying a vehicle, say you bought the Sultan from Benny's, you upgraded it, and you wanted to go sell it, you'll actually get more money back that you put into the car from having it from the Benny's website than you would from, saying, finding one of these on the street, bringing it in, upgrading it, and then wanting to sell it later on. Just a quick tip. Just wanted to let you guys know that so you know what all you need to do to actually make a little bit more money. These are for this advice here is for the people that have trouble, with managing money in GTA Online, okay? So performance-wise, I'm not going to go over because I actually haven't modified all mine all that great. I'm going to mainly go over the cosmetics or the appearance of the car and how it looks. It's pretty much a very basic vehicle. Now, I myself bought and upgraded my Sultan for, I think, 25% discount whenever they had it, and it's been sitting in my garage ever since. So I didn't know what to do with it. I was going to create a Fast and Furious car remake with it, but you know what? Instead, I decided to do this. Now, I may create a Fast and Furious car down the road with it. There are plenty to choose from, plenty to recreate. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave it down in the comments below. And I will definitely get back to you and give you credit if I actually do choose to recreate the vehicle you suggested. So, alright, so let's get into this. Like I said, a fairly cheap car. The only thing that's probably going to cost the most is possibly the paint, the rims, and the upgrade fee. Definitely the upgrade fee. The upgrade fee for the Sultan RS is, I think, around $800,000. It might be a little bit less. If I go to sell my car right now, the only thing I've done to it is the cosmetics, which is pretty much the paint and the rims, and that's pretty much it. If I go to sell it, I'm making about maybe $500,000 back, okay? So overall, I bought mine from the Benny's website, and I'm getting a majority of my money back because I paid maybe about $650,000 to $700,000 to upgrade and modify my car a little bit, okay? Now, if I bought it from the street, I would probably get half of what this is, so maybe $200,000 to $250,000, which isn't very much at all, and you'd be getting ripped off. So never ever upgrade a car from the street unless you don't really care about money, unless you have like a modded account or hacked account or whatever, okay? Just a quick tip. Thought I'd let you guys know that way people aren't complaining to me about, oh, I bought this car and I can't sell it. When I sell it, it doesn't give me that much money back. That's the reason why. If you buy it off the street, you upgrade it at Benny's, you're not going to get that much money back, okay? Alright, so into the video. Like I said, this is going to be a decently short video because there's not much done to this car. It's got stock front bumper, it's got a stock rear bumper, it's got no headlight trim, no fog lights, no roof scoop, no door customization, no roll cage. The engine, now I didn't show the underneath because whenever Rockstar does create a car, say like the Fast and Furious cars that chase you during some of the import and export missions, they don't have any modification underneath the hood. It's a basic engine with a basic strut brace. So you can do whatever you want underneath the hood and inside the car, okay? Except for a few things that are inside the car that I'll talk about, a little bit later on during the video, okay? So again, you do whatever you want to the engine block, you can do whatever you want to the cam cover and the, pulleys and all that. You can do whatever you want for the strut brace. You can do whatever you want for the engine tunes. It's all up to you. Again, that's performance, but I'm not going to go over performance, okay? Exhaust. It just has a basic stock exhaust. Again, like I said, this car is probably one of the cheapest cars other than the upgrade fee and a couple little extra expenses, but it's going to be a very cheap car to make, and it looks really nice. It does. It really does. Okay, so for the fenders, stock fenders, nothing different there. For the grill, it's got a stock grill. There's nothing different there. For the hood, it has a stock hood. There's nothing different there. I know, I'm just saying, just stock everything, right? Interior, trim design. It has no sun strips. You don't have to worry about the $4,000 for that. Ornaments, you don't have to worry about putting one of these in for that. Now again, like I said, the interior, it's completely up to you, okay? Except for a few things I'm going to go over that you need to actually change in order to recreate the cars that chase you during the import-export mission if you sell by yourself, okay? Dash, there's no special dash. There's no special dials. There's no special doors. There's no special seats, there's no special steering wheel, and there's no special gauge light colors. Okay, moving on to the lights. They always have their stock. If you want, you could put xenon, but I'm just going to keep mine stock. Alright, so neon layout, there's none, so you don't have to worry about neon. Again, if you want to add neon, it's your car, you can do whatever you want. There's no livery, so you don't have to worry about spending money on that. Plates. Now, plates are a different thing. You can add your own custom plate for $100,000 if you have the iFruit app. If you don't, then just change the blue and white here, okay? And that'll come in handy for a little bit later when I go over something else. Respray I'm going to be doing last. Roof, there's no just stock roof. For the skirts, it's just stock skirts. For the spoiler, there's no spoiler. Now, since it has no spoiler, it's not going to get a traction bonus. If you do want to put a spoiler on it, I would probably suggest a short lip spoiler or maybe the extended lip spoiler. Again, I would say definitely the short lip one because it does look the closest to it. That's up to you if you want to add a little bit of traction. I'm just going to keep it the way it is because I want the car exactly how it should be in the game. Now, wheels are a little bit different. Alright, so the stock wheels are actually this color here. They're alloy color. They do have some chrome on the inside. Now, with this trick, you can change any stock wheels that are not chrome to any color you want, okay? So, follow me with this trick, okay? So, we're going to go to wheel type. We're going to go down to muscle, okay? And we want to purchase the cheapest rims we can find, which is pretty much Classic 5. Now you choose Classic 5 and you choose the color you want. For this case, we want a gold rim because it reminds me of, well, this car basically right now reminds me of a 2010 to maybe like 2013 Subaru WRX. The color matches it, the wheel color matches it as well because they used to do that on the Subaru cars. Okay, so we're going to go to stock rims. We're going to go back to Classic 5. Okay, once you have the Classic 5, you purchase it, you go outside of Benny's or LSC, and you then go into your iFruit app. You find the car you just customized. So kind of remember what you did to it. You know, some wheel modifications, possibly like what spoiler it has on it, what it looks like, what car it is exactly. You find that car, you then purchase these stock rims. Now the stock rims will cost you probably about $1,500 to $2,000. Maybe a little bit less depending on the stock rims price, you know, depending on the car. If it's a high-end car, it'll probably be a little bit more. Since this is a kind of a sports car-ish high-end car, it's not going to be too much, I don't think. You then purchase the stock rims. Once you do that, it'll give you a notification on the phone saying purchase has been, you know, processed and all that. Please stop by Los Santos Customs or Benny's, you know, quote unquote, to process application order. So you go in, and once you hit the application order, your wheels go from this to the custom stock wheels, which are this. Okay, and this works for any stock wheels. So again, I'm going to go through it real quick. Stock rims, you go to Classic 5, change it to whatever color you want. You go out of Benny's, you go to your iFruit app, you go and change your rims to stock rims on this car or whatever car you're trying to change your rims to. Then you come back into Benny's once it says your purchase has been processed and all that. You come in and then you accept the order and your rims will change to whatever color you put them as the stock. So very, very simple to do. Not too hard to do actually at all. Alright, so after that you can do whatever. There's no tire design, so you don't have to worry about adding anything onto that, because if you have stock tires, you can't add tire design to it. Tire enhancements, you can add bulletproof tires if you want, and tire smoke's up to you. I just kept it white. For the windows, I did purchase light smoke to see what it would look like, but I changed it back to none. So, last but not least, the respray. Now, the primary respray is up to you. This technique works for any color pretty much. So, if you want a classic color instead of possibly a metallic color and you still want a pearlescent, it'll work that way. So the color that's on this car is a blue or a metallic blue, a classic blue or a metallic blue. Okay, that's the basic color. As you can see, it matches the secondary color right there, spot on, no difference at all. And just to make sure that you do believe me, the secondary color is a classic blue. Okay, so, or metallic blue, it doesn't really matter. The secondary color takes the properties of both of them. For your basic one though, if you want, say, a classic blue and you want to have a pearlescent on it, see, I can't go to pearlescent right now, right? So here's a trick for that. If you want to add a pearlescent to any of the colors, to the classic, to the chrome, I think it works for chrome, not 100% of chrome. It definitely works for the classic, it definitely works for the matte, and it definitely works for the metals, okay? So if you want to add a pearlescent to a car, or figure out what kind of pearlescent the car has on it, first you want to go to metallic. You want to hover over the color for a few seconds, but no longer than 5, okay? Then you want to go all the way back. You want to go to a plate, or you want to go to a very cheap option that you can change. In this case, it's a license plate. Now, it doesn't have to cost you money. If you don't have a custom license plate, then just change do this real quick. Just, pay $190 and then change your plate. For me, I'm just going to change it to a free plate and then change it back, okay? That way, it's at least changed. So then you back out, go back into respray, go back into your primary color, and long and behold, you can actually add a pearlescent to it. And this pearlescent on here is an ultra blue. This gives it the Subaru blue look to it, It makes it really shiny, really bright, and it makes it look very, very beautiful in my opinion. I really enjoy this color. It's another reason why I wanted to kind of create this car. But yeah, you can add any pearlescent to it. It doesn't really matter. It could be a classic color. It could be a matte color. It could be anything else. That's pretty much it. The Ultra Blue is, I think, about $17,000 to $18,000. So it is a little bit expensive. It's probably the most expensive thing you're going to spend on this car other than the upgrade fee. But that's it. The secondary color, like I said, was this a classic or a metallic blue. And it matches it perfectly. And the trim color is the only other thing I say that you do not want to change if you want to make the exact car. You want to have it red. It's just a basic red. It changes the door, side interior, and a little bit of the back seat as well, and the seats as well. So that's pretty much it. It doesn't change anything else on the steering wheel or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. And that's pretty much it. That is how you make the Sultan RS that chase you whenever you are in an empty public session trying to sell an import-export, sale. It's a very cheap car to make, like I said, other than the upgrade fee and possibly the paint and a little bit of the rims and stuff like that. But other than that, it's very, very cheap. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do appreciate everyone that does watch these, and I know not many people do watch these, but I do appreciate that everyone that does. If you did enjoy, please do leave it a like. It does help my channel grow. If you guys have any suggestions for any other cars you want me to recreate, or if you have any comments or critiquing that you want me to hear, leave it down in the comments down below, and I will be sure to get back to you and let you know about my opinion and all that. If you have anything that you want me to know about that I should know about for possible cars and stuff, then please just let me know down in the comments below, or you can follow me on Twitter. It's always down in the description below. And that's pretty much it. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. I'm out. Peace.